for entertainment purposes only. How to organize. A simple guide. You see the machine. That's the first and rarest thing, but seeing it doesn't free you from it. It only makes the cage more visible. The question now is not diagnosis, it's organization. The obstacles are structural, not personal. You face three interlocking constraints that most organizing advice pretends don't exist. Tyranny of capital. You need money to meet, to communicate, to build. But earning that money requires submitting to the very system you're organizing against. Every hour at a job is an hour not spent building. Every dollar comes with a trail. The machine funds your resistance to itself and calls this freedom. Proximity. The people who see clearly are rare. They are not clustered. They are scattered across cities and countries, isolated in their clarity, each assuming they're alone. Geography is the first filter that kills movements before they begin. Your own precarity. You have bills. You have obligations. You cannot dedicate yourself fully without risking the material security that keeps you alive. The system designed it this way. Make resistance a luxury. Make revolution something you do after you've already succeeded within the system you're trying to dismantle. These are not motivational problems. They are structural constraints. Treat them as such. Step 1. Find the others. You cannot organize alone, but you cannot organize with just anyone. The people you need are not just defined by ideology. They are defined by capacity. Specifically, the capacity to see through narrative without flinching. Most people, when shown the structure of capital, the nature of the monopoly on violence, the architecture of manufactured nihilism, will experience cognitive dissonance and retreat. They will call you cynical. They will say you're overthinking. They will return to comfort. You need the ones who don't look away. These people are almost impossible to find through mass platforms. The platforms are narrative machines. They surface what aligns with extraction, not what threatens it. You find the others through signals, essays that cut too clean, comments that ask the question behind the question, work that can't be explained by careerism. When you find one, meet in person, immediately. Digital organizing is an illusion of solidarity. Text on a screen does not survive pressure. You need to sit across from someone, watch how they handle disagreement, see if they can hold complexity without breaking. Your first meetings will be small. 2 people, then 3, then 5. Do not force growth. Forced growth is dilution, and dilution is death. Step 2. Study the technology of organization. You need to know how power actually accumulates. Not through vibes, through structure. Read Marx, not for the ideology, for the method. Capital is not a political pamphlet. It is a forensic accounting of how the machine works. You cannot dismantle what you refuse to understand. Marx gives you the categories. Surplus value. Primitive accumulation. The tendency of the rate of profit to fall. These are not slogans. They are diagnostic tools. Read Lenin. What is to be done is uncomfortable reading for anyone who believes in organic emergence. Lenin's insight was brutal. The working class, left to itself, only develops trade union consciousness, negotiation within the cage. Revolutionary consciousness must be brought from outside by people who have dedicated themselves to seeing the whole. His organizational principles, democratic centralism, the vanguard cadre, the newspaper as collective organizer, are technologies. They solve problems of scarcity, repression, and fragmentation. You face those same problems. You are not building a Bolshevik party, but you are fools if you refuse to learn from people who succeeded against worse odds than yours. Step 3. Build solidarity. That is material, not sentimental. Solidarity is not a feeling. It is a transfer of resources. In your group, start with the small things. Rides to meetings, free snacks and refreshments at meets. These are not charity. They are the infrastructure of trust. Trust built through material reciprocity survives what trust built through shared social media channels cannot. As your group coheres, expand. Shared tools. Every need you meet internally is a thread you pull from the system's grip. The goal is not self-sufficiency as an ideal. It is reduced dependency on the machine that punishes deviation. Step 4. Identify your co-leaders. Not everyone in your group will have the same capacity. This is not hierarchy imposed from above. It is reality acknowledged. You need 2 or 3 people who already function successfully within the existing system. They have income, stability, credibility. See clearly that the system is the obstacle, not an opportunity for personal advancement. Have the same will, not just agreement, but the same fire can be trusted with the whole picture, without leaking, without flinching, without converting success into comfort. These are your co-leaders. Delegate to them. Not tasks, responsibility. The group cannot be a cult of personality around you. It cannot survive that. You need peers who hold the vision as clearly as you do and can act independently when you are not there. Questions, comments, or feedback? DM me.